with a new stadium rising just to the west of us. For now, we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, two teams ready to square off.
Where else would you rather be? Tyler Bass to kick off.
Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olson. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from a snowy Orchard Park. Wow. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. So here come the Bengals. And Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
You know, it's funny, some games you can look at the box score and you have a pretty good feeling who won. And last week, not one of them. I mean, to throw for three touchdowns, no picks, you'd expect that team to win, but they just didn't get the performances and the production from those around him. So he needs to continue to play at that level, continue to bring along the rest of his teammates. If they can get a more collective performance similar to his, now I think they've got a real shot to have success.
Nice run on first down, leaves him with second and a yard.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Brown. Lots of space, past the 45. 20, 15, and he will go all the way. Chase Brown, touchdown Cincinnati. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown. They strike first.
Nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. And they'll run it for the first time with the veteran out of Florida State, Dalvin Cook. And tough for defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on him. Taken down after a gain of 4. The bumps and bruises, they start to accumulate this time of year. And you can always see that in the key inactives for this game. From just shy of midfield, here's second down.
Brown 80! Hey, tight. Go.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's taken in, Keon Coleman. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
31-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
319!
Allen, gonna give it to Cook. And all it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
56. 180. What's that?
Off the play fake. Here's Allen. Out to his right. Now he'll run it.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
180.
On first down, it's Allen. To the left side, it's crossed by Shakir. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
14 yards.
They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal. at the
Chance now to
6-yard
match
line.
that opening touchdown. It is 1st and goal.
180. We'll go.
Here's Cook. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills come right back to tie it at 7.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This fielded at about the 9. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
Over 1st and 10.
Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Gun. 11 empty. 11
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Jamar Chase. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3.
12.
On the ground, it's Brown. He's got it. That's a first down. That's across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
Gain of 6. And the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6. And a Bengal first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
180.
Gesicki, the man in motion. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left.
180.
Here's Brown. Finds an alley to the 35. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Still first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 17 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert it.
On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. And he'll get ahead for a couple as the flurries continue to fall.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
11 MT. 11 MT.
Carry here for Brown. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
Here we go. Wide in.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal, Cincinnati.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
11 MT.
A run on 1st and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
He'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Scott.
Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. To the goal line and in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So after one, it's the Bengals on top. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
319.
Once again, it's Cook. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with them, and will bring up 3rd down.
So conventional wisdom says, all right, it's a snow game. The footing's bad. This is just going to be a slugfest and pound the ball. But it's actually the opposite. The offense actually has all the advantage because they know where they're going. So the passing game, if done right, can actually be a huge advantage in this sort of weather, and they're going to continue to test these guys in the passing game downfield.
Look out.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox.
Incomplete.
And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And he is right up there amongst the league leaders when it comes to receiving yards by a wideout this year. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Gun. Cut. 180. 180.
Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
180.
Now Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
3rd and 5.
12.
To throw is Burrow. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. Returnable from the 17. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Throwing now, Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Allen now on 2nd down. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Buffalo.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That one's complete. It's Ray Davis. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll get forward for a couple. Jamar Stewart, they're on the stop.
Jamar Stewart on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Brown 80.
From the gun, here is Allen. And it's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Here's 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. First and 10 now from the 36. Play action. Here's Allen. Short pass taken in by Knox. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
It is 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Cook. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
quickly. That's more on the RPO. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And the Bills are going to have it first and goal. They'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
What is that?
Hook. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
Brings up second and
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 1, second and goal.
319.
They'll run the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
What's that? What's that?
Davis will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
to kick off for Buffalo.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. To the left side. Caught by Chase.
Burrow's pass. Complete to Jamar Chase. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
11, Thomas.
One final throw before the break. Throw one into the hands of Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. The calendar now reads December. The holiday season is upon us, and the playoff picture starting to take shape. Let's get into it. Our trip around the league starts now. It begins up in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Steelers in a physical matchup in the AFC North. And this is Zay Flowers. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 47 yards for the touchdown. The Ravens are getting hot. It's a third straight win, and they take this one in style. Next up,
Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. On the return, this is strong. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
19-yard line.
The Bills offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Now Allen. Aside, that open man is nuts. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Off the play fake, it's Allen. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
319! Look out!
On first down, Allen. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Well, we have a moment while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw. He'll get this out wide to Shakir. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Stop.
Throwing again is Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. In business inside the 15-yard line.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun. Throw here for Allen. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10.
What's that?
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On fourth down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And this will remain a tie ball game.
I can tell you firsthand, Mike, snowy conditions are tough for everybody, but they can be especially tough on the kickers. You just can't practice this. There's nothing you can do to simulate your plant foot, the ground. In this case, it winds up no good.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
11, Tommy.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
11.
They'll run here with Brown. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers and secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
11, mighty.
It's 3rd and 4.
11.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Here we go. Cut.
Play action now. It's Burrow. That one finds Chase. And it's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. The crowd making their presence felt.
11.
This is 3rd down.
Can.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He's going to have the first down and then some. And they will finally run him down. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards.
First down.
Well, I'm not sure there's been one position on offense that has evolved more over the years, Mike, than the tight end position. They're no longer just the extra blockers. They're no longer just the underneath, hey, pick up a first down. These are some of the most dynamic playmakers in the league, and that's a great example of why.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Thomas.
On the ground, it's Brown. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
13 yards on the play. That's another Bengals first down. First and goal.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
11 MP.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Tie game, fourth quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on first and goal.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal.
11 Tom. Brown.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. He's got his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. On play action, Allen moving outside the pocket. He's looking deep for Shaquille. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Cook. And he'll get ahead for a couple as the flurries continue to fall.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Bengals.
They'll come up on a
27-yard
second
line.
and 7 from the 27. He'll get this out wide. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. And bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We'll try and run here with Cook. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action now, and here's Allen. That is caught at the 3. And the Bills are looking at a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Forward, no signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
Short of the goal line. It's a
little closer. Here's second and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Big play. 3rd and goal coming up. They'll drop to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game.
Pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Charlie Jones now to return. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
On one, ready?
The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long.
Got.
Burrow to throw. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway. And he's taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They're all set to punt this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Bills offense ready to get back to work. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. They go play action now. Here's Allen. He's looking deep for Shaquille.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10.
319.
From the gun, here is Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And they'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue.
24-yard line.
Here's 1st down. The tight end Fant in motion. He runs. And he'll try to drive forward. It's not a bad game in these conditions. We'll give him about 5 yards. So, overtime coming up, and remember the rules now were changed in the offseason. They're the same as the overtime playoff rules. So each team gets to possess the football once. If you score a touchdown in the opening drive, it's no longer a walk-off. The other team can match it. From then on, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game, All replay challenges come from upstairs, and we play one overtime period. If it's still tied, that's the way the game ends. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This is fielded inside the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bengals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score.
Here we go. 180.
On first down, this one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to second.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
11 empty.
Our carry here for Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 17 yards, the gain there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. And that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. Set to go now on first and 10.
11 empty. Tight. 11 empty. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Brown. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Here comes second and 4.
Gun. Cut.
Burrow. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Matt Milano getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
That is caught. Finding Higgins. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
11-90.
Here's Brown. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Made by Joey Bosa. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Here we go. What is that? 180.
Burrow. Oh, they caught him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Bills have got it. To the 20. And he is going to score. It's a shocking finish here in overtime. This game is over. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play plays you could ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. This game had a little bit of everything. Winds up going overtime. It's their defense that comes up with the big play. They get the touchdown, and in a stunning finish, an instant classic, if you will, they get the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.